Have you ever lost a customer because you're one key contact left? It's certainly happened to me. It happens a lot. It's one of the hidden causes of customer churn. In this video, I'm going to explain how the org chart functionality within Microsoft Dynamics 365 for sales can help you build more robust, multi-threaded relationships within an account that help you secure your customers and protect your long-term revenues. Now, having a single contact is obviously a point of vulnerability. It's much better to have a range of strong relationships in an organization that helps you navigate change over time. But I think a lot of sellers just aren't fully aware that they only have that one point of contact and don't necessarily recognize their own vulnerability. So what we're going to show today is the org chart feature within Dynamics. It's a very visual way of tracking an organization's structure and your level of influence in it. So let me go into the system. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm actually in the accounts area here, and I'm going to open up this test record, Smith sampling. So let's just open that up. And you'll notice that I've got a button at the top here that says Open Org Chart, which is what I'm going to do. Now, this is also accessible from any contact record as well. So it's not just from the organization record, the account record. And what you can see here is the very basics of an org chart. We've got Bob Smith, the CEO, and we've got Jane Jones, the head of sales. And on the left-hand side here, we've got all the contacts in the account, and those are on the chart. So effectively, it's telling me James Gilbert and John Green, their contacts on this account record are linked to this account record, but they're not in my chart at the moment. So what I can do is edit the chart by clicking the Edit Chart button. And it's a really powerful drag and drop interface. So let's say I want to add John Green to the hierarchy. John Green is going to report to Bob Smith. So I've just dragged and dropped him onto Bob Smith's record, and that's then put him in as a report. And then I'm actually going to add James Gilbert reporting into Jane. So I very quickly just built out, just through drag and drop, a nice visual chart. If I wanted to move people around, for example, I wanted to shift Jane to reporting to John, which is hardly likely, I can just move that across. So I can maintain this very, very easily. Now, the other things we've got here, which I think personally makes it really interesting for me, is we've got this area, this little icon here, which is a tag. I've got the ability to add a tag. Now, let's say Bob Smith's a big supporter of us. I can tag him as a strong. Let's say Jane Jones is a big supporter as well. Let's put her as a strong as well. But James, let's say we've got a poor relationship with James for whatever reason. And on John Green, well, maybe we've got no relationship or it's neutral. So I've actually repurposed the out-of-the-box tag fields, which you can easily do in the back end, just to track relationship strength. I think out of the box, they track decision maker, influencer, blocker, etc., which I personally don't find terribly helpful. So I'd much rather repurpose it to track my relationship strength. So not only on the screen do I have the visuals, but I also have this tagging system that allows me to see the relationship strength. So now what I could do is go into an organization record or a contact record, look at the org chart, and get a really quick picture as to, am I in that situation where we've got a single key buyer? If we can tie this up as well with perhaps an integration into the finance system, then maybe I can sort of track this also against our largest customers, our most profitable customers, and the ones where we would see the biggest impact if we'd lost them. So this is really powerful. Now, you've also got additional features. I've got the ability to remove somebody from the chart, remove somebody from the account. I could set somebody, if I wanted to make John the assistant, I could set John the assistant, and then back comes a sort of different link to Bob Smith. And you'll also note here that I've got the ability to add notes to this as well. So I've got this area called seller notes here. If I wanted to add some notes, I can add notes to it. And those notes will appear just both in the chart, will appear against that contact record in the CRM system as well. So I think this feature is really powerful. As I say, it's a blend of nice visual organization chart, but also being able to track other metrics, in this case, being able to see influence. I think that if you apply this strategy and use this feature for this particular purpose, I think it's going to help your salespeople recognize where they've got potential vulnerabilities and address it through what you might call building up relationship insurance. I think it's going to help your sales managers coach the salespeople. Again, they can see accounts that are at risk. I think it gets really powerful, as I say, if you tie that in with being able to see this against your most profitable accounts. I think for business leaders, this is something that can help address churn, which obviously is a highly leveraged aspect of your business, because if we're losing as many customers as we're getting customers through the door, we're not going to grow. So minimizing key customer churn is obviously going to be a sort of key objective for any organization. So as I say, I think it's a really powerful feature that can help you reduce churn and maximize long-term value from your customers. Anyway, this is one in a number of videos that we've done specifically on Microsoft Dynamics 365 related themes. Check out the rest of the channel if you want to see similar videos. Also, you can suggested content ideas, or you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see the links below. Anyway, thanks very much for your time today. Hopefully see you again soon.